Now the next thing, we have to see the definitions in connection with the spherical lenses. Yeah, and in that mainly the refraction at a convex spherical surface. So we have to get the result for the refraction at a single curved surface. How you will find the expression for the same? So this is one curved surface which I have shown for this particular case. So we will just derive the results for the same. Yeah, so you will just, okay, right, first I will write it down, that is a mu2 upon v, then mu1 upon u, then further you can write it down, that is a mu2 minus mu1 upon r. Fine, so this is the rarer medium. Instead of n1 you can write it down mu1. This is also, you can write it down as a mu2 also, no issue. So how you can just find the image, the object is placed over here, this is one of the ray. So when it enters into this denser medium, so this is the normal, so it will get bent towards the normal. Another ray which will move as it is. Yeah, so both the rays, they are going to meet at this point, so there is a formation of image over here. Fine, so once we get these two things, so the next thing, definitely what you can write it down, you can just write it down, that Snell's law. So for this case, obviously again we can write it down, that mu2 upon mu1 is equals to sine I upon sine r. So after that, so that is your mu2 sine r multiplied by, that is a mu1 sine I. Fine, so now again you have to just take the different values. So this is r plus beta. Okay, so this is the first thing that you can write it down over here. So this r plus beta, yeah, is equals to gamma. So in that diagram, r plus beta is equals to gamma. This is first thing that obviously you can write it down. And the second thing, I is equals to alpha plus gamma. So that is the second equation that you can write it down for this case from those particular triangle. So once you got this one, so mu2, now sine of, okay, so further r. So r I just told you, that is a gamma plus beta, and then this is mu1, again sine I. So sine I is nothing but your alpha plus, again, which is nothing but r. Yeah, so this is I is equals to alpha plus gamma, that is what you can write it down. So then for the mu, again that is a gamma plus beta, so mu1, again this is alpha plus r, then mu2. So further, that is a gamma plus beta, so the value of your gamma, so that value of your gamma, so exactly you can write it down, that is a this mn. Yeah, mn upon this m into c. Yeah, so this gamma you can write it down, that is nothing but mn, so that is nothing but opposite side. So this is a mn upon that, let's say it is a mc. Again similarly for beta, so that is nothing but mn, again that beta is nothing but mi, so that is nothing but distance up to the v. Yeah, so I will just directly write down that distance also. Then this is mu1, then alpha, your same, that is a mn upon u. Similarly, that is again you can write it down, that is a mu1 and multiply by that gamma also. So that gamma, so mn upon r, so mn upon r. Fine, so you have to just simplify this. So if you simplify this, finally you will get the same result. Yeah, so finally you will get the same result, that is a mu2 upon v multiply mu1 upon u, so mu2 minus mu1, yeah, upon r. So that r is the radius. So this is the expression for the refractive index at a single curved surface. Yeah, so this is how you will get the refractive index at a single curved surface. Okay, fine. So this is obviously necessary while deriving the expression for your lens maker equation.